Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. Whew, New Orleans. Boy, y'all in a heap of trouble. Spencer Rattler. So if you just take that R and put a D.
Yeah.
That's what you Saints fans. That's what y'all got to look forward to. And the preseason opener, despite throwing a pick six, rookie Tyler Shough comes off the bench and outplays Rattler. If you could believe that, it's kind of like getting bit by a water moccasin or a rattlesnake. It's just how close are you to antivenom? I mean, both are going to hurt.
Right.
Both are going to in excruciating pain. Swelling will be immediately, shortness of breath.
Yes.
That's what you get with these two quarterbacks. I don't know why they didn't. I hope Kellen Moore, who's a Super Bowl winning offensive coordinator, I hope he signed a long-term deal. Like 6 years. Because it's going to be a while with those two quarterbacks.
Yes,
before
sir.
Before they win. Same quarterback in the first preseason game. Rattler was 7 of 11, 53 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interception, but he did lose a fumble. Tyler Shough, 15 of 22, 165, 1 touchdown, 1 pick six. Ocho, go ahead, Ocho. You
think? Listen. While I was watching the game today, before the game started, I threw out a tweet to Saints fans. I have a lot of Saints fans that follow me on Twitter, that follow me on X. And the question was, are you guys optimistic about Spencer Rattler as quarterback number one? And all the answers were unanimous in saying that they don't believe in him. And there were a few that said, you know what, I'm optimistic about him. He can improve in his second year. So based on the small sample size, what we were able to see from Spencer Rattler today, it did look promising. But again, it is a preseason. Maybe a little rusty. First time out against competition outside of yourself. So I want to give him a little grace. But
he's not a rookie, Ocho.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Unc.
He started real games last year. I would expect him to look a little better the second time around in a vanilla type game plan than a rookie. Than say Jackson Dart, say Shedeur Sanders, say some of these, even Shough. Okay, if Shough's going to struggle, okay, I get that. He's a rookie. First time playing in the NFL. Not a guy that started games in the NFL to play that.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it looked rough, but last year, watching Spencer Rattler, he played bad at times, but at times he showed flashes of what he can do. What we have to find, that happy medium, that keel of balance, of consistency, where it doesn't drop below the bar. The standard has to be the standard of consistency. He hasn't found that yet. Obviously, I'm not going to panic. I'm not saying I'm a Saints fan, but just for his sake, I think quarterback number one is Spencer Rattler. I don't see a rookie beating him out. Obviously, it looked good. Tyler, how do you pronounce his last name?
Shough.
Tyler Shough. Obviously, probably going against the 3s and the 4. Once he did get into the game, you would look a certain way. You would look a little better in that manner. But I think Spencer Rattler is the answer for them. And it's unfortunate. But again, it's a small sample size. I wouldn't panic right now, being that everything is so vanilla. But the fact that it is vanilla, you should look to par. You should look to par with it being your second year. Second year, yeah.
I think the thing is for me, Spencer Rattler's style of play will eventually get him cut and a coach fired.
How?
That's what happens when you're not consistent at that position.
Yeah.
Because that position gets coaches fired quicker than anything, get general managers terminated quicker than anything. Now, they felt comfortable enough. They're like, okay, we're going to wait till I think they got Shough in the second or third round. They're like, we like Spencer Rattler. They like him.
Right.
He was a highly sought after guy, went to the University of Oklahoma. And then Caleb Williams came. He transfers, goes to the University of South Carolina. So he has some arm talent, but he's just a little inconsistent for my taste. And it's hard to win when you don't get consistency out of that position, because eventually it will get him cut and it'll get the coach fired.
Yeah.
Because Richard Smith used to tell us all the time. He says that type of play will get you cut and get me fired.
All right. Yeah.
I can't get any better because all I can do is just give you what you should be doing. It's incumbent upon you. He's kind of, loose with the ball, is easily knocked out of his hands. He turns it over. But this is what the Saints, what happened is that when you have quarterbacks like Breeze and you have quarterbacks like Manning and you have quarterbacks like Brady, you don't want to waste a guy. So you're picking guys in the 4th or 5th round and you're letting them sit with no chance of getting, not doing anything.
Right.
And so when those guys move on, now you got to rush. They tried Jameis. Jameis tears his knee. They tried Taysom Hill, but I never thought Taysom Hill was a quarterback. He was very good in the role that he was in as a jack. He'll play a little quarterback. He'll a little fullback. He could play some tight end. He's good on special teams. He's a jack, do a multitude of things. Yeah. But I didn't think he was a specialist or a great quarterback. So I never thought that experiment was going to work. I think Jameis could have been good, but Jameis tore his knee, and then they kind of moved on from Jameis. The way I look at it, I think defensively they might be a little, better. They're starting to get a little older. Honey Badger retired. Cam Jordan, I think he's going into his 15th season. He was in that 2011 class with Von Miller and J.J. Watt, all those guys. Yeah. But in that division, you got to get better because Tampa's gotten better. I think Atlanta's gotten better.
Yeah, they have.
And so I just don't believe that the quarterback that the Saints want or need that can get them to where they want to be, a consistent team, a team that wins consistently, that can get to the playoffs and maybe win a game or two in the playoffs. I don't believe that quarterback is on their roster.
No, I don't think so either. I think for the sake of Spencer Rattler, I think the fact that he has Alvin Kamara to take some of the pressure off of him. You have Rashid Shaheed. You have Chris Olave. I'm not sure who the number 3 will be there, obviously, but I think his job will be a little easier because of the talent he has around him. Chris Olave is a very, very good receiver. Rashid Shaheed is a burner. He's a very, very good receiver. Now, it's going to be up to Kellen Moore to put those players in positions to be able to make sure Spencer Rattler doesn't get him fired, There's one thing you can do is when you have a quarterback as bad as him, based on their play, you have to find a way to hide their weakness. You have to find a way to hide their weaknesses, and it's easy to do when you have players of that magnitude. Alvin Kamara is still one of the best in the NFL.
I'm just not going to let Kamara beat me. I'm going to make Spencer Rattler throw the football.
Okay. Well, but listen, that's the thing. If you're going to go into a game saying, I'm going to make Spencer Rattler beat me, I like his chances with Chris Olave and Rashid Shaheed. I like it. I like it.
What was their record last year?
Oh, shit. Oh, but hey, you know who the number 3 is?
Who?
Brandon Cooks.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I don't think he's not the Brandon Cook that was first in New Orleans or the Brandon Cooks that was in New England or even the Brandon Cooks that was at the Rams. I mean, Ocho, damn, he's been like 4 teams in the last 4 years.
Yeah. I mean, listen, he can still run.
He can still run. He can still get deep.
He can still do his thing in the slot. I hate using the word serviceable, but you can put him in position to make plays.
Right.
That's it.
No, what was their record last year? The Saints. I mean, the offensive line, how good is the offensive line going to be to be able to protect him?
Right.
I mean, they gave up 5 sacks today. They were 5-12 last year, Ocho.
Ooh, that's tough.
Hey, look, everybody's running vanilla offense, vanilla defense, vanilla special teams, and nobody's showing anything. Nobody's trying to put anything on tape that's going to be extraordinary.
Right.
Spencer Rattler, having played, I just expect it's kind of like a second-year guy. A second-year guy makes mistakes. The coaches are going to be harder on him because he's already gone through this the previous year. Bro, you've already – and Spencer Rattler played in real games. Sometimes, Ocho, guys get on the practice squad. They don't get off that, and then they come back and have to go through the thing again. But Spencer Rattler has been in meaningful ball games. He's actually played in a regular season and played in regular season games. So I would expect him to look a little sharper than what he did. Now, he was only – he only threw 7 passes, and so he's probably only in there 14, 15 plays. The question is long-term, Because that's what we're getting down to.
Is he the
Because,
answer long term? No,
huh?
no.
Baker
I don't.
Mayfield is Tampa's long-term solution.
Right.
Atlanta believe Penix Jr. is their long-term solution.
Absolutely.
Carolina believes Bryce Young is their long-term solution. The question is now, based on what they did, now maybe they believe Shough is going to be able to come in and unseat Spencer Rattler and be their long-term solution. But in order to win at this level, at that level, in today's game, you got to got a quarterback. Because you know why, Ocho? Because he's the one position that you cannot hide.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
If I got a weak corner, I roll coverage.
Yeah.
If I got a weak safety, I'll keep him. I put his ass down in the box. I keep him out of the hole. Okay. If I got an offensive lineman, I'll slide protection. I'll chip the back. I'll say, hey, you make sure you chip your way out.
Right.
So I can find ways to protect a weakness if it's something other than the quarterback.
Yeah.
You can't hide the guy that has the ball every single time.
Yeah, you're right, but I like that you said that. For some reason, I'm thinking from an offensive perspective, thinking as myself as a receiver.
Yeah.
And the quality of receivers they have, in New Orleans. I'm thinking Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed, Brandon Cooks. They're so good. I can't remember the tight end's name. He's a very good serviceable tight end as well. I can't remember his last name, but I'm thinking that they can be put in positions to be able to hide the weakness that Spencer Rattler may have, whatever it may be. That's what I'm thinking. That's my thought process. And as an offensive coordinator, whoever the offensive coordinator is, I'm not sure.
Kellen Moore, the head coach. Remember, he's the offensive coordinator for Philly.
He's calling the plays too?
Yeah.
Oh, man, listen. I don't want to lose my job. So what do I need to do? I need to use those around me. I need to use those weapons.
Right.
Put them in advantageous positions because my quarterback is not as good as I'd like.
Right. Juwan Johnson and Taysom Hill are the tight ends.
Oh, Juwan Johnson. Hey, he nice. A young fella.
Yeah, he's more of an F. More of the H back type. Got receiving skills. Got a more of a move tight end. Taysom Hill's the same thing. You can do a lot of different things with Taysom Hill. You can put him at fullback. You bring him in and run the tush push with him. You can throw him the football. You can do a lot of things with him. And Kellen Moore has a very creative mind. But you've got to get consistent play from the quarterback position because it's the one position you can't hide. Eventually, I'll figure you out, and I'll make him beat me. I'll make him beat me, and I'll see if he can do it.
Hey, that's tough. That's tough.
Yeah, it is tough.
And the fact that I asked that question and 90% of the Saints fan were like, it's going to be a long year. We might win 4 games. Hey, we won 5 last year. We still haven't addressed the position that is the most important that we do need. And obviously, they took Tyler Shough in second round?
I think they took him in the second round.
No,
40th overall, Ocho. 40th overall.
The second. Okay, yeah. So I'm assuming, I'm not sure what they saw on film from him as opposed to what we saw on film from 12. But listen, that conversation is like beating a dead horse. They saw what they saw. I'm not sure who the scouts were and felt he was the answer. So maybe he is. Maybe he is. We'll find out.
Yep.